thoughts begin to creep. Your rodeo, wild and bright, like a flame I can't ignore. And I'm Emma, soft and silent, standing just outside your door. They say our names like magic, like a spell that makes me blush. Airedale, they chant and giggle, and my heart begins to rush. I laugh it off, pretend it's nothing, just a joke they love to say. But deep inside I'm breaking, I think of you every day. You don't know the way you move me, how your voice rewrites my skies, how your smile feels like sunlight, how your glance undoes my lies. I act like I'm unaffected, like I'm cool and calm and free. But every EODO they whisper feels like truth inside of me. I wish I could be braver, say the words I've locked away, tell you how I see you, how you color all my gray. But I'm scared of what might happen, scared of what you do. If you knew that every heartbeat softly echoes thoughts of you. They tease me in the group chat, drop your name like it's a dare. I type haha and play along, but I'm gasping for some air. Because it's hard to keep pretending when the truth is loud and clear, that I'm falling, slowly falling, and I wish that you were near. I write your name in margins, hum it like a secret tune. I wonder if you notice when I freeze inside the room. I wonder if you hear it, the silence when you speak, the way my world goes quiet, the way my knees go weak. So if you ever hear this, if these words reach where you are, know that Emma's not just quiet, she's been wishing on a star, wishing you'd look closer, see the truth behind my eyes, see the girl who's thinking of you beneath the calm disguise. I don't need a perfect ending, don't expect a fairy tale. I just want to be honest, even if I fail. Because hiding hurts much deeper than the risk of being seen. And maybe EODO means something more than what they mean. Maybe it's a story waiting just beyond today. Maybe it's a feeling that won't ever fade away. So I'll whisper it in silence, I'll sing it in my mind. EODO, the name that holds the love I'll never find. It started with a pin, just one word, EODO. And suddenly the group chat was on fire. They said it like it was a joke, like it was just a name they made up to tease me, to stir the pot, to watch me squirm. I typed LOL, pretended it didn't matter, but my hands were shaking because it did. It mattered more than I could admit. They saw something in the way I looked at you, in the way I froze when you walked by, in the way I smiled when you spoke, even if it wasn't to me. They turned it into a game. EODO spotted in the hallway, EODO confirmed at lunch, and the rodeo just said hi, even if it wasn't to me. They turned it into a game. EODO spotted in the hallway, EODO confirmed at lunch, and the rodeo just said hi. EODO is real. I laughed, I played along, I even made a meme once just to prove I was chill. But I wasn't, I was anything but chill. Because every time they said it, it felt like they were reading my diary aloud, like like they cracked open my heart and turned it into a hashtag. I started dreading the notifications, started avoiding the group, started wondering if they'd ever stop. But they didn't, they loved it too much. And maybe deep down I did too, because it meant they saw me, saw something real, saw the way I felt, even when I tried to hide it. That you didn't see it, not really. You smiled at me sometimes, you asked for notes once. You complimented my hoodie, said it looked soft and I melted. I replayed that moment 100 times, wondered if you meant more, wondered if you knew, wondered if you ever typed deal just to see what I'd say. But you never did, you stayed on the outside of the joke, and I stayed on the inside of the ache. I started writing about you, little poems, half-finished songs, lines like he said my hoodie looks soft, but you didn't know my heart was softer. I started dreaming about you, not in grand cinematic ways, just in quiet ones. You sitting next to me, you laughing at my jokes, you saying my name like it meant something. But in real life, you were rodeo, unbothered, unaware. And I was Emma, caught in a storm that looked like a joke, but felt like a confession. They kept saying it, EOD, louder, funnier, more dramatic. And I kept pretending it didn't break me a little more each time. Because it wasn't just a name, it was a spotlight on everything I couldn't say, on everything I wished was true, on everything I felt that you never feel back. And maybe that's why I smiled every time they said it, because it hurt, but it also meant you were still part of my story. Even if you didn't know it, even if you never would. I never thought I'd say it out loud, never thought I'd let the words escape. But here they are, trembling, honest, like a secret that's waited too long to be heard. Yeah, to you. It started as a joke, a name they made up, a chant in the group chat, a tease in the hallway. But it became something else, something I couldn't laugh away, something that stayed. Because every time they said it, my heart whispered, yes, yes, I think about you. Yes, I wonder what you're doing. Yes, I replay our conversations, even when they were barely conversations at all. You were never mine, but you were always in my mind. And that's the part that hurts the most. Not the teasing, not the name, but the silence between us that I filled with hope. I watched you laugh with others, watch you live your life like I wasn't part of it. And maybe I wasn't, maybe I was just a background blur in your bright, chaotic world. But in mine, you were the center, you were the reason I smiled in my phone, even when no one messaged me. You were the reason I stayed up late, writing poems I'd never show. You were the reason I believed that maybe, just maybe, someone like me could feel something real. I don't know if you ever felt it too. I don't know if EODU meant anything to you, beyond the teasing and the noise. But to me it meant everything. It meant possibility, it meant longing, it meant love. Even if it was quiet, even if it was one-sided, even if it was mine alone. So this is my confession, not to you, not directly, but to the part of me that's tired of pretending, tired of hiding, tired of saying it's nothing when it's always been something. I loved you in silence, in glances, in moments, in the way your name felt like a melody I couldn't stop humming. And maybe you'll never know, maybe you'll never hear this. Maybe EODO will fade, like all jokes eventually do. But I'll remember how it felt to love someone so deeply without ever saying a word.